Varicose veins and poor circulation, when flow matters most.
Welcome back to our next podcast session. Joining us today is Dr. Sandeep, Chief Ayurvedic Practitioner, Krishnendu Ayurveda Hospital and Nirava Holistic Center. So we see a lot of people with leg heaviness, visible veins, who keep thinking it all happens just because of tiredness. So what exactly is varicose veins explained in terms of Ayurveda?
Good question. So varicose veins occur when the veins in the legs, which should carry blood back towards the heart, lose their strength and elasticity. So the valves inside them become weak and allowing blood to pool downwards. So over time, pressure builds up and the veins become enlarged, twisted and even painful. So this usually happens because of long hours of standing, obesity, hormonal changes, or even chronic constipation. So all of which increases your pressure in the lower limbs. But from an Ayurvedic perspective, we say it's a Vata and a Pitta imbalance, which can cause poor circulation, combined with your internal heat that dries up and weakens the vessel walls.
That actually explains visible veins in the legs. But they also complain of dull ache or heaviness or restlessness at night. What exactly is the reason for this?
Yes, because stagnant blood causes both pain and inflammation. So the veins are overworked and under-supported. Imagine water stuck in a pipe, so back pressure. So similarly, when flow slows down in the veins, the toxins accumulate in the lower limbs, and this leads to swelling, cramps, dark patches, and that heavy dragging sensation also. So in Ayurveda, we focus on restoring that flow, helping the body's natural pumps and circulation reawaken through the therapy, diet, and movement.
That's very interesting. So people who come with varicose veins at your center, what is the kind of treatment approach that you follow there?
So here we do start with two major goals. One is to reduce pressure and inflammation, and second is to rebuild the tone and strength of the vein walls. So firstly, we use therapies like with lukewarm oil, and mild massages are done, and no pressurized massages should be done also, and even steam can be given only in a mild level. So then we use herbal hot pack therapies, herbal wraps, and also specially medicated milk decoction known as Karaskara Kshiradharas. And these therapies have found effective, and this helped to cool down and improve the tone of the skin and the veins. For some patients, gentle detoxification like Mrudu Virechana we say helps to remove the internal heat and reduce the swelling. So we also include hydrotherapy by alternating warm and cold water, leg immersions, this which naturally trains the vein to contract and relax. By the 5th or 6th day, the patients normally convey that legs feel lighter, the skin tightness reduces, and even their sleep improves.
So is this completely curable at your center, or do you mean by saying that you can control and manage this condition?
So it totally depends on the stage of the condition. If the veins are mainly swollen and the skin is intact, in that case we can manage it really well, especially with the therapies and the lifestyle correction. But in advanced stages where the veins are bulging or skin has developed an ulcer, the aim is to stop the progression and reduce the pain and prevent complications. Ayurveda is very effective in strengthening the circulation, preventing the reoccurrence, and improving comfort.
That's very reassuring. Are there any particular habits that can improve or worsen this situation?
Simple things make a big difference, like standing or sitting for long hours without moving worsens the condition. So does tight clothes, dehydration, and frequent crossing of legs. So on the other hand, elevating the legs while resting, massaging gently with warm oil, and short walks after meals help a lot in this. We also teach patients Pada Vyayama, which is simple leg exercises and breathing techniques that enhances venous return. And I always tell them the more relaxed your mind, the better your circulation. So stress tightens not just your thoughts, but also your vessels.
That's a very powerful message. So what would you like to convey to our listeners who are suffering from varicose veins or heaviness of legs?
So don't ignore it thinking it's just tiredness. Your veins are asking for movement and care. Early attention prevents lifelong discomfort. With regular therapy, right food, and gentle activity, the flow returns, and so does your energy.
Thank you to our listeners for listening to our podcast today. Hoping to see you all for our next session.
Book your consultation today at 954 448 8333 and start your healing journey. Follow on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify.